Dude, this is insane.
Oh, hello.
Yo, what do you do for a living?
I make stuff and I talk about making stuff.
Oh, that's crazy. Can I check out this place?
Absolutely, come on in.
Let's do it. How do you not get lost around here? Like, how do you organize things?
Oh, you mean how do I not get distracted by every other thing? This is a professional environment for being distracted.
How much does this weigh?
This whole thing weighs maybe 20 pounds, 22 pounds.
20.
Yeah, it's urethane resin. My favorite paint job ever. I love this
Dude,
thing.
that's insane. Legit Iron Man. How long did this take to make?
Years.
And it actually fits you. You can walk around in it?
It's not comfortable, but yes, it fits me.
Oh my gosh, 20 pounds. That's insane.
Yeah.
And that's you right there?
This is my mannequin of me.
How was this done?
My friends at FBFX in London scan all the actors for the Marvel films. They got this photogrammetry set up, so they did me, and I didn't know this, but they carved me out of foam and sent me to myself. It is very weird to stand next to your own bad posture.
Yeah,
We don't often get to see ourselves like this.
This is insane, too. They even have your phone?
Yes, I know. The flashlight in my pocket, everything.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, it's a flashlight. Okay. What's this right here?
I designed and built this spacesuit from scratch. This is modeled off of NASA's current XEMU. I love this.
Is it actually like legit? Like this is what?
It can't be pressurized. No, it's a spacesuit-shaped object. This is a fake space glove I made that is actually, if I hook a vacuum up to it, it's pressurizable.
Oh.
So you can feel what it's like.
You can go.
I can't. Actually, I can't do that. Wait right there.
Whoa. Oh.
This will take a second.
Like a mad scientist, like rummaging.
Hang on, just a sec.
Oh, we're on the show.
Come on down here. There we go.
Whoa.
So, and
pull
this out to about 5 psi. So this is about the pressure that a modern spacesuit is under. Whoa. And if you put your hand in here and try and move it around, you'll feel just how hard the astronauts have to work. Go ahead and put your hand in. And now move your hand around.
Whoa. I don't know how they use tools like.
No, they lose fingernails on every spacewalk.
Whoa.
Yeah,
okay.
Spacewalks suck.
What's the story with this?
This is my K coat from Blade Runner 2049. Actually, production lent me an original for a few weeks.
Actually.
And so I copied it and made this. But it sits on one of my favorite new additions to the shop, which is a dress form based on my body, which is sad to look at. But
this is like legit. Oh god.
This is legitimate me. Yeah, there we are. But this allows me to make costumes all day long that will fit me perfectly.
Oh wow.
One of the other things about me is I don't like running out of things. So when I have stuff like belt sanders, I make sure that I have enough belts for any occasion for exactly what I need. I live in terror of it being Sunday afternoon and I don't have the thing I need and all the stores are closed.
Oh yeah.
So I overstock.
Yeah,
everything.
you're not kidding.
No.
Now I know why they call them belt sanders. And what's the story with all these clocks? You just find
I
clocks?
just love clocks.
You ever build clocks?
What's that?
Do you ever build them?
I have not yet built a clock. This is a postal telegraph clock. I have one just like it in my kitchen. I love this one because it came from an old military base. If you can see, it says explosion proof. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen on the face of a clock. And none of them work, but they're beautiful, so I keep them here.
It is explosion proof, though. Do you have a greatest inspiration for building in general? Like who do you look up to?
Well, there are artists that really move me, like Joseph Cornell, Rauschenberg, Marcel Duchamp, and Yves Tanguy. These are all like early 20th century machine artists and kinetic artists and object artists. And then I also love freaking science fiction. I get huge amounts of inspiration watching Fallout last night.
Oh yeah,
right?
so good.
Just having so much fun watching it makes me want to come in here and assemble another Pip-Boy just for fun.
What's the deal with that bill, the dollar bill? Like how do you get that printed?
Oh, so actually that was for a commercial that I worked on with Jamie Heineman back in the early 90s. And there are specific restrictions around making copies of dollar bills at all.
Even though it's that big?
Even though it's that big. You've got to call the Secret Service and tell them what you're doing.
Oh, really?
And tell them how big you're going to make it. It's this whole thing. You don't want to get on the wrong side of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so I knew that Janie had a couple of dozen of these in storage. And so when we closed Mythbusters down, I was like, dude, could I have one of the giant dollar bills?
Have you ever had a big accident?
No.
You ever lost a finger?
I almost lost a finger in this lathe just after the COVID lockdown. I was cleaning it and I got my hand stuck between two rollers and it tore this finger open from here to here. I put it back together myself. I have no residual damage, although my finger is one ring size bigger, and an EMT told me that's because I put my finger back together wrong. I didn't know you could do that, but apparently I did.
Did 3D printers change the game? Like, what's been the most cool development? Like, are 3D printers part of that?
3D printers have been a really important part of the maker movement over the past 20 years. Only recently have they become what I would consider useful to my process.
Okay.
And that's not to say they haven't absolutely changed a whole bunch of manufacturing and consumer games. It's just for me, in the last couple of years, they've become more like kitchen appliances. So I have been heavily integrating them into my process. This is a super sensitive drill press.
Whoa, that is the smallest.
So this is actually a medium-sized bit for this drill press.
What?
So you can see these little holes that I've drilled. But if you take a look under George's nose, you'll see that there's some much smaller holes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. How strong is that? Is it?
Oh, it's not strong at all. You can shatter bits just by breathing heavy. This is totally for like doing high-end jewelry making and clock making. The whole clock making thing is
It's
just
a whole, what are they
crazy
called? They're
deep
called
dive.
horror. It's like a whole, the study of like time, horrors.
Orology.
Okay, yeah.
Orology.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like the master builder.
Exactly.
At the end. Not like you're not the master builder, but yeah.
My mastery is that I can figure out which skills apply to a problem, but I am only okay at everything.
What is your like specialty for building? Like, what is like where you know?
The area of my highest skill?
Yes, yes.
I think that it's machining, and it's machining work, like that refined making stuff with the machine tools, and it's also painting. I think painting is my other
Oh, I
specialty.
didn't know that. I feel like most people don't know that. So this is not.
That's a fan made that and
Okay.
sent it to
Do
me.
fans send you like crazy stuff?
Fans send me beautiful, amazing things.
I mean, you have the cult fan base. It's crazy. I mean, I'm telling you, you saved in 7th and 8th grade, 6th grade. You saved the day when it was like, it's Mythbusters Day.
Oh, in science class?
Literally, it'd be like a national holiday. I'm like, yes, Mythbusters Day. And I'm speaking for everyone when I say it.
Just
Yes.
know that one day I'll call upon my army. You'll know when you get the
Yes,
signal.
please.
I need a certain amount of visual cacophony to work, and this gives that to me. And then we just expanded out into this area, so now I've got a lot more space to kind of stage stuff and keep it visible while I'm working on it.
Yeah, that's nuts. What's the story up there?
With the hound and carbonite?
Yeah, how do you go ahead and get that? Did you build it yourself?
Yes and no. It came as part of a prop replica from years ago called Elusive Concepts. They made the first Han and carbonite replicas. And I had one for years, but its outer casing was not super accurate. So last year, I cut the Han out of that one and built a new cabinet for him and then put him back up on the wall.
What material is that? It looks super solid metal. Is it?
No, it is fiberglass, it's resin, it's rubber, it's plastic, and it's medium density fiberboard.
Oh wow, okay. I see you're a boxer. Is that what's the story there?
Oh,
champ?
We saved some of the old Mythbuster set dressing.
Okay.
We would have stuff printed up large when we were doing stuff, and this is late in the show. We were doing. Is it literally possible to punch your way out of a paper bag? And it turns out it's harder than you think.
Oh really? Out of a
Yes,
paper bag?
it's more difficult than you think to punch your way out of a paper bag.
Okay.